December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ready, break!
Smith going to look to throw right away.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going up top for Kupp. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, running right through him.
And he's got room. And the
the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Rams at 7-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Flush to his right. Going up top for Kupp. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Yeah, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Seahawks 10, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Going up top for Kupp. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Room hit, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, LA.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A give up the middle to Akers. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run here with Akers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Alert, 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 alert. Up.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to lock it.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Going right back to Akers.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 30 yards.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
That's now a 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Mayfield on play action. And that'll be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Smith now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him.
the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material.
Now Mayfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here as we begin overtime, they're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield to throw.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year.